NERDSoul.
Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, with another wonderful episode of Beats Vibes Life. You see NERDSoul right here. He was going to make sure I did not get through this by myself, but I am joined by the four horsemen to get started right here. We have P.L. Parker Lewiz, beatmaker extraordinaire. What's up?
What up, folks? It's Parker P.L. Lewiz with a Z. Let's get it, man. Let's have some fun today.
All right. In the diagonal square, we got, that's right, in stores right now, the Space Bridge. Need to hear it. Put it in your 8-track. Put it in your cassette deck. Put it in your Discman. Put it in your Walkman. Put it in all that.
Take it back to the Discman.
Arckatron.
Hey, it's Arckatron in the place to be on MIC. You can find me at ARCKATRON.com.
Last but not least, in the bottom square right here-ish is the one, the only. You've seen him in films such as South Central, all right? Boys
Facts.
in the Hood,
Facts.
Juice,
Super facts.
MC Extraordinaire, Fleecing Stores. That's right, Mr. Anwar. Highsign, what's up?
Yo. Anwar Highsign, Arabian Ting say I look like Yusuf, look like Hamza. You hear me? Get that fleece.
Oh, man. Okay, so today is a fun day. You know what I'm saying? Today is a fun day. We were looking back, and this year, or the 25th anniversary of two albums that we're going to be covering. Well, one you'll get in this one. We'll separate for another video. But we're going to get into a little bit of the Wu for you and you and you. We're going to be talking about, first, we're going to be talking about Raekwon, only built for Cuban Linx. If you check the next video, we'll be talking about Jizza, Liquid Swords. But this, we'll talk about Raekwon first. I'll say, since I hope that we all went back and re-listened to it, I'll go around the horn. Start with Anwar. Unless you re-listened to it already like a month ago, but how are you feeling about re-listening to it again? How are you feeling about this album?
Well, I didn't need to re-listen to it because I had been listening to it when we called it. So when y'all called it. So so it was active already. But I literally in 25 now?
25, yeah.
25 years have never not looked forward to listening to Cuban Linx.
All right, word. Arckatron?
Yeah, I haven't heard it in maybe like a year. But after hearing it, this brings me back to that time of hearing it for the first time and seeing my brother with the purple tape and, hearing it, you're like, yo, this is this next level. And you didn't know how historic it was at the time. But it was pivotal in a lot of people's careers.
Really show off with them? You gonna pull it out the tape?
I don't.
Yusuf look like Hamza.
That's the one tape I don't have is the purple tape, which is very sad to say. But that's how I felt.
Years and years ago.
They cost a pretty penny now.
Yeah, I know.
Even with the re-release? Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it's trash, yo.
Because it's probably like novels where they're like, this is the first pressing or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but Mr. P.L. Parker Lewiz, how about you?
I listened to it earlier this week. It's a classic, man. Like, it's one of those albums. Like, all right, I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple joints on there that I skip. But
don't say that. We'll say
now
that.
You have to.
Hold on, can I get it? It's only two. It's only two.
You discredit them before you even praise it. Come on.
No, it's like it's one of those albums. It's like the joints are just so good. Like you could really
try to clean it up now.
No. Like no,
Clean
man.
it
This
up.
is like when Push said in the line was like, "Yo, this is my version of this is my purple tape." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those benchmark albums, fam. Like you can put that on today up against a lot of that new wave of the whole boom bap, lo-fi rap that's coming out right now. You can put the purple tape up against that, and it's pooping on all of it.
Especially those that are direct descendants of that purple tape. Or maybe not direct descendants, they be descendants of that purple tape. But
They're
Like who?
derivative of a
Like who?
derivative of
Like
a
who?
derivative of a derivative.
Like who?
Of a
Zelda.
derivative.
Oh wow! I didn't want I didn't want you to actually say.
no, I'm saying Griselda.
It's like you know who. You gotta say you know who. You know.
Nah,
You know who?
You know
like
what? You know
Griselda.
who? Keep that between me and you, huh?
You know who? Thank you for the change.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? You right, Arckatron. I don't need to be giving them no light. You know what I'm
Yeah, don't give them no light.
I don't need to give them no light. You know what I'm saying? Do you know?
Even though they watch the show.
Even though they
show.
watch the show, I'm just saying this platform. I can't get them no light like that. So, same. Mine is similar to Arckatron. I listened to this about a year ago already, so fresh-ish. But for me, there's no skips, and it's good.
Same.
Everybody's coming with it. Like there's nobody drops a whack verse. Everybody's got the energy. This is the time when Wu was just, man.
They were in their bag, man.
I'm trying to think of what your two skips were.
Yeah. Let's get to
let me
that
see.
first.
Let's try to find the skips. All right, so
I think one of them. I think one of them is spot rushes. Am I right?
You are correct.
no way.
You are correct.
Spot rushes is a skip.
Line on line. This is how we get down.
Is the
Turn
other
the key in
track?
the lock, cock the Glock, turn the lights, man. Get out of here.
Wait. Is the other track short or long?
It's long-ish.
Heaven or hell?
I
know.
I can see.
But
I have no problem with that.
I was gonna say maybe it's the interlude.
Interlude is fire. You kidding me?
I thought
Heaven
maybe
and
you
Hell
was going to
don't
hop
rock
right
me.
back to the music.
The Heaven
That's
and
one
Hell
of them.
joints don't rock me, and the Spot Rusher joints. That they all right. I can.
Spot rushes, really?
I can live without
Heaven
them.
and
The other joints around it are just better for me. I'm not saying they're whack.
I mean, ice cream is right after, right? It goes right into ice cream, right?
Oh my god, Spot rushes is
What's
like
before spot rushes?
let me pull up the track list because I can't remember.
Wisdom Body.
Oh,
Is it Wisdom Body?
it might be, but if it's that, then I can see your point, PL. I mean, it's the weaker of the three.
It's around like the
Yeah,
joint, like
Wisdom
this.
Body.
Yeah, it is the weaker of the three, but still, I still bang with it.
Like I just want to get like you hear the one jam and then you want to get the ice cream, so it's like boom. Like you just want to keep jamming.
But
man.
the story, man, the story is just killer. You know what I mean?
Do not get me wrong; they are not bad songs. They
love
are
them.
not whack.
I ain't going front. When they're telling the story and they're going back and forth, I love that. And I've always that's might be one of my favorite songs, even back when I was little. When I first heard, I was just like, yo, not only are they telling a story, and not saying that, other rappers haven't told stories, but it was like the way they were, it's of course Slick Rick was good at it. Snoop can be good at it. And them, it was like, it was so intricate and just like interesting and entertaining. And I was just like, I've always loved Spot Rushes, man. Like that.
Spot Rushes is a great record.
I've always loved Spot Rushes.
So let's all answer the hard question and then the easy question.
Stop playing Wu in the back, smack him with the gat. It's just funny. Like there's some fun. Like imagine you go, man, stop playing Wu in the back. Like it's like what, huh? It's like you start visualizing it, and it's just like I've always ever since I was
Money
younger.
Stay be here 15. Let's all answer
He's
the
not
hard
lying. Wait
question.
for the millennium.
What's the hard question?
What are your bottom 3 songs?
Well, we know 2 of mine.
We know 2 of yours, so what's your third on a pretty much flawless record?
That's
Go
a
through the
very
track
good
question. Go through the track question.
All right, so one we have Striving for Perfection,
Okay.
which is is kind of like
The intro.
welcoming.
Intro.
Yeah. Then we got Knuckleheads, Knowledge God, then Criminology.
I gotta move over here for this one. Hold on. I need a widescreen for this. Hold on.
Then Incarcerated Scarfaces. Then Rainy Days.
Rainy Days.
Bruh, Rainy Days.
1, 2. That's my 1, 2, 3. Best joints. Those are my 3 best
best
so
joint.
Criminology,
you're
Incarcerated
jumping
Scarfaces.
you're jumping the gun.
sir.
Okay, I'm
We're
sorry.
doing the worst.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm sorry.
bottom
On
3.
the bottom 3 right now. Then
Not
we'll
top
do the
3.
top 3.
So after Rainy Days, we got Guillotine or Swords. Then Can It Be Also? I mean, Can It Be Also Simple? The remix. Then we got the Shark Biters. I'm gonna just put it Shark Biters. Ice Water.
I got mine.
Glaciers
Easy.
of Ice.
Easy
Verbal
peasy.
Intercourse.
Verbal Intercourse.
Wisdom Body.
Yep.
Spot Rushes.
Yep.
Ice Cream.
Yep.
Wu Gambinos.
Yep.
And Heaven and Hell. And on the bonus, North Star.
Oh yeah.
Jules.
Yeah.
All right, Arckatron. He's
I
got
got
bottom
mine.
3, Mike.
Alright.
It's easy. Me and PL, we agree upon one thing and one thing only about this album. That
bottom
Heaven
3?
and Hell is not a strong song for me. I can do it. Not say I can do without it, but it's a good song, but it's not like top tier.
Right.
I'm adding North Star as my other one, and the number 3 of the best of the 3, I guess you would say. The best of the, not the lowest one, but the lowest one would probably be North Star, Heaven and Hell, and then the top one would be Can It Be Also Simple remix. Never was my favorite remix of RZA's.
I might, with my bottom 3, I might lean in that direction. Not with those specific songs, but I'll say why I'm leaning on these songs. I'd say I don't want to say this because I like this song, but out of all these songs,
Sorry, what song?
Heaven and Hell,
Okay.
Incarcerated Scarfaces.
Whoa, sir, stop. No. What?
Y'all got to say y'all 3, right? Y'all got to say y'all 3.
Say your piece.
Y'all get to say y'all 3.
Say your piece, sir.
Y'all said y'all 3,
You're
right?
right. You're right. You are correct.
Say your piece, sir.
All right.
What you doing? You gonna react?
Heaven and Hell, probably Criminology and Incarcerated Scarfaces. Probably those 3. Not because they're bad songs, but because they're slower. And I like the energy of the faster paced stuff on this album. So not that the lyrics are whack, not that the music is whack, but when y'all are saying pick 3 that you don't like as much as the others, those are slower tracks. And this album has so much energy. When I listen to this album, I'm like, let's keep going. Let's, when it slows down, I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to keep going.
I can dig it.
And it's weird because you have Verbal Intercourse, which is also slow, but the way they rhyme on it helps it not feel so slow.
Or it's not that slow.
Yeah, it's not as slow as something like Heaven or Hell or something like that. But the way they approach it, it doesn't seem like a slow track. But the tempo is a little slower than something like Spot Rushers or
yeah, for sure.
I can't even think of the other one right now, but the slower
Glaciers
tracks are the
Ice,
ones that like Glaciers. So the slower tracks are the ones that I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to keep the energy up. But this album, man, I don't think there's, like I said, I don't think there's one song that I skipped though.
Nah, I play straight through out of respect, but North Star I wouldn't play it.
And see, I don't think I ever heard North Star. I don't think, because I never had the special edition or whatever. So that might be a joint.
You never had a CD jam? The CD?
Mm-mm.
That was
standard. If you had the CD, it was on the CD.
All right, yeah, I only had the tape.
I
only had the tape.
Snap.
So that might be a track that I've never heard. I'm gonna have to go.
No, if you only had the tape, you don't know it.
Okay, cool.
I had all the CDs, so I had all the bonus joints, the Bible and all that stuff. I had all that stuff from all the Wu albums. PL don't know. It's like I was schooling PL. Remember PL last year?
Oh, what?
He didn't know about the bonus tracks. He had no clue they existed.
On what joint?
On all the Wu joints.
Yeah.
He only had the tapes. So he never heard
Mr.
Marvel. Never heard Marvel.
You had treats. Yes, sir.
What's your bottom three?
As much as I do love the song, Spot Rushes is in my bottom three.
Oh man, feel it, man.
That entire album, like
I know crazy.
I love that song though. Like that's one of my favorites. But when you kind of stack it up against everything and you really dig into the album as much as we have over 20 years, you just start to see how RZA was just putting so much sauce on everything. He was just doing the extras on everything. And then you get the Spot Rushes and it's like really straightforward.
But they're doing so many verbal gymnastics on it, you don't want to get too much. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
you don't want to
just like that loop, like that sequence, and like he does his thing, and then like Ray does his thing, and even vocal performance wise, it's really straightforward. It's just like there aren't any doubles or ad libs. There's no Tony Stark. There's no, like.
All right, okay.
So like
I can
it's
see where y'all
really
coming from.
Sort of straightforward. But like I said, unlike this guy, I love the song.
You don't skip it.
I don't skip it. I really dig that song.
See, that's a song that I actually wait for.
If I have to choose, yeah.
If I was to say I would skip a song, it would be Ice Cream. Because since it was a single, I heard it so much, I've just gotten tired of it. But because I remember, all right, do you guys remember back in the days of Music Box, video Music Box? You could like dial in or text.
I remember. I never had it.
When Ice Cream was out, that joint would play like 100 times an hour, B. And like, so I've heard Ice Cream a lot. So it's not that I don't like the song. It's just like when it comes on, I'm just like,
I keep hearing it a lot. For me, but I see your point. Like, but that happens with a lot of singles. Like singles kind of get worn out. But I like the flow because the whole album is not a single. So like, I like the flow where it comes in. It's like well after the fact on the album. So it doesn't. When it comes on, it's like, oh yeah, this is on the album. So that's why I like it. Like, I still let it play, even though I feel your sentiments of hearing it a lot. But this song is just it's very intricate stuff for me.
I feel the same way. The Lauryn Hill joint, that thing. I felt the same way about.
Oh, doo-wop, the doo-wop joint.
Doo-wop, yeah. Because when that came out, the radio played like.
And then like that single, that video played everywhere.
Man, I was just like, it's a good song. There's like 12 other ones. Wait. 12 other ones.
Highsign. Did you do your other two?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. So, Anwar, excuse me.
I was like, we missed something.
Strangely enough, so let's see, Spot Rushes. Strangely enough, Wu Gambinos.
I can see that. It
took me a long time to like love that one as much as the others. For real, if I'm being like
okay.
I can see that.
And I didn't, again, like it's all so far above average. Like I didn't think it was trash, but just your personal taste of like you hear those chords together and those drums, and you're like, woo! It wasn't doing that for me until my ears matured much later.
Gotcha.
So that one, as hard as that is to say, and maybe, man, it gets to a point where you just gotta like pick one and you don't even really mean it. Like you just be like, I guess this one. I don't know. Maybe Knowledge God.
I can see that. Like it's a
And
song.
I listen to that, and I really love that one. I listen to that one every time. But it's like,
Them strings, man. Them strings, man. I don't know.
yeah, like it's crazy. Or maybe Knuckleheads. But I love Knuckleheads.
I'll take Knuckleheads. I could, because you know my You God thing. So it's like I could do without that verse.
Oh man.
Here you go.
Sorry, baby.
I could play the A train back of the Iron Horse.
Yeah, that's the only part I heard. Everything else is raps going on, so.
That verse is crazy.
In the floorboards.
Yeah, that was what I heard.
No disrespect, but did Eminem steal You God's flow?
Stop it.
Don't do that.
Stop it.
Don't do that.
Conspiracy P, we ain't gonna have that slander up in here.
I'm gone.
All right, so I guess
comedy stylings. I joke. I kid. I joke.
Dancing on your tagadon.
So
hit me on the hip and horn, rap chaperone. Broad tone, scar bones.
I joke.
Yeah, that's that shit.
All right, so top 3
sounds a lot like the floorboards and the floorboards with the
floorboards and floorboards.
Don't do that. Who's going first with their top 3?
Who got their first top 3? That's a question.
That's a better question.
Well, I mean,
Ice Cream, Incarcerated Scarfaces, Criminology.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't like this.
I'll go with my top 3.
All right.
Top 3 spot rushers. You already know. Spot rushers. Spot rushers. Glaciers of Ice, and strangely because it is slower.
Glaciers of Ice.
Because it is slower, but Verbal Intercourse.
Yeah, we sharing like 2 of our top 3 right now.
Man, that Glaciers of Ice is
because Glaciers of Ice, like
been
really,
a long time.
like when I hear it, I feel the essence of that time. Like I feel like when they talk about nostalgia, like when you hear a record and you get nostalgia, like that record is one of those top nostalgia records that like I feel that age again. Like like that. The butterflies, like damn, something special is happening, and I still feel that when I hear Glaciers of Ice.
Glaciers of Ice make me want to choose it so bad. Like I don't want to just be piggybacking on y'all, but
another one of mine is Verbal Intercourse because I love Nas, and that's like Nas. That's like
I'll agree.
Best periods
that's like
of
peak
time
Nas
of all time.
That's like peak Nas. That is peak Nas. I'd even go in to say
1995 Nas is slightly different than 96 Nas, and he's different than 94. He's more advanced than 94 Nas, but he's like a little different from 96 Nas. So there's this pocket where there's only a couple of those verses. And it's like Verbal Intercourse, the Marley Marl joint, the joint that Marley Marl did. On the Rail, all them crab ninjas know the deal. That Nas is on 95 Nas is on that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it
sounds a certain type of way, like some of the bootleg joints and whatnot. So it's just like it just feels really special, like Nas and the Wu, and that's when like Mobb Deep. It was the first
non-Wu member to be on a Wu Tang album.
Yeah, you're right.
And then like that beat blew my mind. Like it had
one of those hypnotic joints.
It had the crazy vocal phrase in it, and it was like there just wasn't anything like it when you heard it.
Verbal Intercourse is on my one.
You were like, what is that beat? Like, what did he do? This is
when
crazy.
Nas opens it with no games.
Yeah,
he
so she
doesn't
just
open
talking to you the whole song.
He's like lights, cameras, and action, glamour, glitters, and gold.
Like,
It's like what? Then he
Because
homie is just like, this is like falling out, and you're like,
glamour, glitters, and gold. I unfold the scroll, plant, seek the stampede, the growing up the seas. Why did the people rise like east to conquer
peace, leaving savages to roam in the streets.
Right. And you're like,
get out of here! Get out of here!
Crazy.
That's out rapping most of the cats now.
So probably my third would be either Ice Water or man, Criminology though, man.
That's your one right?
Rainy days though, man. Like
nobody said Criminology. Nobody
said Criminology, didn't you?
Who?
Did Arcka?
No, I haven't done mine. I haven't done
his yet.
I feel like somebody said Criminology. Okay,
I did.
I probably.
Yeah, PL did.
No, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good. All right, see y'all messing me up, man. Yeah, I got man, Criminology, man.
Damn.
Rolling is out airplanes because cash rules. Everything around is black as you can see. Wow, man, like
classic. Man, this album this album has some. All right, after Arckatron, I got a question for Anwar. But go on, Arckatron. Go and do your thing.
Let me do my thing. So verbal intercourse. I'm not doing it in any order. No order. Guillotine. Yeah. And now it's a toss. It's like a toss up between the singles. I got Criminology, Incarcerated Scarfaces, and Ice Cream in my hand. I think I'm gonna go Incarcerated right now. I'm throwing up Incarcerated.
That's one of the rawest hip hop records ever.
It's like 4 verses. It's a unique verse structure. Like everything just ridiculous about the jam. So I gotta go that. You know, I'm about that different chord. You know, everything's structured differently. You know what I mean? Sharpen your ears up. You know what I mean?
All right, real quick, Anwar, I got a question for you. So,
bring it out.
You're a how should I say, a scholar of Nas at that time.
Of all times, damn man.
Oh, of all time. So we had Illmatic in '94. We had It Was Written in '96.
Correct.
What do we think? Because we know how it comes with Nas at times. But what if we could have had a RZA-led joint with Nas in say '95 or '97? Because that was like peak RZA and peak Nas.
Yeah, I got.
What would that have been like? It would have been one of the best hip hop records ever put to tape.
Man,
down. Like,
because I just thought about the time. I was like, hold up, that's when RZA was still like the RZA we know, and like Nas was still
the RZA we like. 100%. Got to be real.
Wow. So I still like RZA.
You know, you don't like that Bobby Digi? You know what I'm saying?
Like one song.
Those dudes at that time were so out to prove to everyone that they were the best. If we're going closer to 97, even if we stay in 95, they work together. They're of the same sort of kinship. So it kind of is. I don't believe you could have a mismatch or like a less than optimal pairing, like how I feel about the Kanye Nas album, where it's like, yeah, like it was cool, but it felt it seemed like y'all would have been.
Don't you talk bad about that album?
No, but look, like
by what album?
Listen, when you hear
Kanye Nas album,
when you hear Daytona, they sound so in sync. Like, yo, I have you to a science. I know exactly what you need, right? And Ye and Nas don't feel that way to me. That album doesn't feel that way to me. But what I'm saying is, at that point in time, 95, 96, 97 Nas, 95 to 97 RZA, they're so like cut from this singular cloth that I think it would have been peas, carrots, peanut butter jelly. Like if they couldn't have missed. I don't think they could have missed.
I'm going to say this: if that album would have happened, if an album like that would have happened, I think we'd have a different conversation between Jay and Nas at this point. So imagine Illmatic, It Was Written, which is still solid, and then whatever RZA Nas joint, those three in a row. That could have been a situation where it's like, okay, he's in the books. It's over.
He's gone at that
it's
point.
done. Those three in a row.
Like if we had the hypothetical RZA / Nas in 96, 97, like come on, man.
Bruh.
He's gone. Like he's never
over.
leaving.
He
would have
been
5.
like the New York guy. It wouldn't have been a question. I don't think it would be a question. Like, now it's still like, oh, Biggie, Jay-Z.
That's not
so
certain. That is not.
I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know. I can't predict that one.
Please enlighten us. Like,
hold on, PL, because I know I gotta get PL. Come on, PL. All right. So PL, I know I gotta.
So hold on. I can't. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers.
I'm talking about like people just saying that, not really numbers, but just people saying like this is like the best rapper, the best MC, or like historic whatever. You know what I'm saying? They say Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, right? They always say those three, right? I think with that album with the RZA, Nas edges ahead. It would be like Nas, then Bigger J. I really do. Those 3 albums in a row, imagine that. Imagine the time, the period of time.
Please talk to me.
Source would be going crazy. Source would be all on them.
Let's be clear. This album would have never happened. It would have never happened.
That's kind of why it's
hypothetical.
Number 2,
okay, my dude.
It's a hypothetical.
Number two. Okay, Illmatic, classic, right?
Yes.
It Was Written.
Classic.
No,
classic. You're bugging.
It Was Written is classic.
You are bugging.
One was Nas, the other was Illmatic. Now that's a one.
You are bugging right now.
Average.
It Was Written is classic.
Okay, like I was saying, let's get back to the numbers. Okay,
you're a nut ass freak ball for that.
Let's go back. Let's go back to your question, Mike. You were saying that if this album did exist, if it did exist, but we all know, like I said in point 1, that it would absolutely never exist.
But let's just say it did.
Like I said,
hypothetical, sir.
That would be 2 albums in it. That would be 2 classic albums in his discography. He's only got 1 more classic album in the discography, fam. So for a total of 3. Hope's got 5. Stop playing.
To you.
5 classics?
Whoa.
No,
5.
I was with you, PL, too. I was with you.
Hope's got 2 in a possible.
To the rap world at large, he doesn't have 5. He might not have 5.
To the
5 classic albums.
Reasonable Doubt.
If we were to
poll the Blueprint.
2, 3.
What 3? Where? What's the 3?
4.
No, I'm saying the hip hop world at large considers Reasonable Doubt, the Black Album, the Blueprint to be classic.
That's probably it.
What else are we talking
about? 4. If you were to ask 100 people on the street,
how many times like I said?
Well, Blueprint 4? What are you putting up 4 for? I'm not understanding what's happening.
He's trying to give you 4 classes.
444.
Is 4 and Kingdom Come is 5. Y'all gonna stop sleeping on that album.
To Jay-Z's credit,
what was the 5th album? 444. What was the 5th album?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
Oh, here we go again.
You only got 1 skip.
Here we go again.
Only got 1 skip.
Here we go again. Every single time we talk about Jay-Z, PL got to bring up.
So, as you were saying, Jay-Z arguably has 3 classics.
Yeah, I'd say
Next point. What were we on? Yeah.
444.
Stop with that, please. Stop.
Why I gotta stop with that?
Oh, no. Man, yo.
It's a good album. Ain't no classic, though. Come on. You gotta give it more grace period for classic status, sir.
Come on, man. How much? It's 5 years old, ain't it? At least 4. It's not there, man.
There's a grace period.
Kingdom Come.
You gotta give it a grace period, sir.
That man said Kingdom
Arguably
Come.
3.
Skip.
Okay. So we got 3 real ones to 2 and a fictional.
Arguably 3, not no 3 real ones. Arguably 3.
Because I would only say 2.
You're not even gonna give me them 3.
I only say 1.
No. Art. Hold on. Time out. Flag on the play. Not gonna give me them 3.
2. Those Catalonia.
He Wyclef you on that one, son. He
one time.
He said he threw popcorn at you in the movie theater, son.
Pierre, I'm sorry.
Someone please call 911.
I'm sorry, sir.
Gotta tell you the
truth. I can't do it.
All right, so let's go.
Just hold on. Time out. Just out of curiosity, what's the one? Just out of curiosity.
Well, sir, that's a very curious question to ask.
Doubt. The Blueprint.
He said what?
The Black Album? What is it?
Wow.
Reasonable. It's classic.
That's the one.
Yo, man. Yo. PL about to go straight Dame Dash up in here. That's the one.
The what? Yo,
straight up. All right, so let's. But with that said, Nas, I would submit to you that Nas would be elevated above those 2. Unfortunately, because Big passed, and because he would have 3 in a row real classics.
I don't think Nas. It was written as a classic.
Oh,
I'm the only one here that does.
I'm hard with my classics, though. I'm really hard with my classics.
To be fair, I'm the only person here that thinks it is a classic.
No, I do too.
Yeah, y'all too. I'm with Pierre. I don't think it's. I mean, it's a very, 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 very good album. I just think it's classic because I don't go back
where most of the production came from.
I go back to Illmatic every time. So that's how I'm deeming classic.
Don't you hate Illmatic?
I think he does.
Huh?
Don't you hate Illmatic?
I hate Illmatic. No.
Pierre likes Illmatic.
You like Illmatic? Okay. All right.
How could you?
Somebody hates Illmatic.
Conspiracy Pete can hate on that, man.
Okay. All right.
It's shielded. It's shielded.
Thank goodness.
What up?
There's a couple.
It's guarded. It's got the shield. The shield.
There's
the sword.
In that discography though that's like. You got a few Magna artists in discography.
What you say?
What happened?
Got a few. Huh? I said Nas has a few Magna Cartas in his discography.
Oh, he says his bad one is that one?
No, that's Ho's bad one.
Yeah.
Nas has a few Magna Cartas.
Nas got a couple. Like 3. He's got 3.
You got a gaggle. You got a good gaggle.
You got 3 of them for me.
I give Nas 3, arguably 4.
I can argue for a 4th one, but I'm being nice.
You can argue for the 4th. I give you Illmatic, obviously. It was written, obviously. I'd give you the arguable is Stillmatic, and Life is Good.
I thought we were doing the worst album. My bad, I was on the other side. I was on the flip
No,
side.
All right.
His classics, what I would consider his classics. I mean, there are things that you can like sort of like have personal classics at, because like how it made you feel at the time. So I have a couple of those too, but yeah, like
I've never listened to Life Is Good, so I'm not sure.
Life is good. Life is good.
Life is good. Life is good.
Really?
Nas kind of hurt my heart for like many years. So when Life Is Good came out, I was just like, I'm cool. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Don't Kanye Nas.
Oh no, I ain't say he's as bad as Kanye. Kanye is like.
No, I'm talking about listen to his albums. I'm saying like don't be cutting people off. You still got to listen through. If you were ever a fan, listen through at least. Give it one listen. At least that.
Word.
I still got to get at Distant Cousins a listen. Was it Distant?
Oh yeah,
that
album with Damian Marley.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, it's dope. It's dope.
I still got it. You told me that, and I just haven't been able to. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm
gonna listen to it tomorrow. No doubt. I'm gonna find it. Listen to it tomorrow. All right, so guys, that's it. You've heard it from us. Only built for Cuban Linx. 25 years strong. Still dope. That's what it is.